Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to make a quick video to warn people who live in Florida and they ride bicycles. So, I have somebody I know who is personally going through this currently as we speak. Attorneys are involved, everything else. And I want to let you guys know how the law in Florida is written. So, if you're on a bicycle, and let's say you're riding in the bike lane, like you should, and somebody in a car hits you, and you have to go to the hospital. Well, chances are you're going to have to pay for your own hospital bills. Now you say, why is that? The law in Florida requires you to carry a minimum of $10,000 PIP. And that is correct. But the way the law is written, that $10,000 only covers the driver of the vehicle and any passengers in the vehicle. It does not cover anybody that's hit outside of the vehicle except for pedestrians. It will cover a pedestrian if you hit a pedestrian, somebody walking. But in the state of Florida now, it's not the same in every state, but in the state of Florida, a cyclist is not considered a pedestrian. So therefore, the law says that PIP protection will not cover you hitting a cyclist, except if the cyclist is in a crosswalk, which in that instance only, they would be considered a pedestrian and the PIP would cover. So the bottom line of it is, if you live in Florida, I would suggest to you basically not ride a bike, because the Florida law needs to be changed to consider a cyclist a pedestrian, because there is no law or insurance that protects a cyclist if you get hit by a car. Unless that vehicle owner pays extra for a separate policy that would cover them injuring somebody else. But most people in Florida just have the basic minimum insurance. And you might say, well, you got an attorney, sue them personally for the damages. Well, that's true, except you can't get blood from a turnip. If the person doesn't have any money to get, there's nothing you can do. I mean, even if they have a home, you can't take their home from them. If they only have one vehicle, you can't take their vehicle. Now, if they have multiple houses and multiple vehicles, then yes. But, at this point, we're kind of just grasping at straws here. So, I would say, if you like riding a bike in Florida, then you should contact your own insurance company and ask them to provide you with some kind of coverage to protect yourself, because Florida law does not protect cyclists. Like I said, I know this for a fact. I know somebody right now that's going through this, has over $7,000 in medical bills, and the other person's insurance company will not cover it. Even though the driver was at fault, the police report says the driver was at fault, this person had to be brought to the hospital by ambulance. I mean, it wasn't, a minor thing. It was a major thing. But, like I said, because the way the Florida law is written, that PIP insurance only covers if you hit pedestrians. And a cyclist, by definition, by Florida law, is not the same as a pedestrian. So therefore, the PIP will not cover somebody with a car hitting or running over a cyclist. Now, you know, there are plenty instances where the insurance company, you know, wants to go ahead and just pay this because they don't want to be sued. But then again, you know, this company, I believe the insurance company is Geico, and they're not wanting to pay these medical bills. So it's really you're taking your life and your at serious risk, I believe, riding a bicycle in Florida until they change the law, until something the definitions of a cyclist and pedestrian, or maybe they just need to add a cyclist to the legal definition. Whatever they need to do it, because as currently at this moment, you are not protected. So I figured that's some very important information everybody should know. Have a good one.